Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. I don't say any of these things if my name is not breached by these people on your platform. If you give a liar a platform to lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened, it's untrue, and there are hundreds of witnesses for each thing I'm saying. And this is the age of truth, and the truth doesn't need to be scared of the fact that people tell lies. Cats on drugs. Where are the stories? Why is there no story of anybody who ever sold a drug to me, did a drug with me, was around me when I was inebriated? Why would we tell these ridiculous stories? Because it's competition.
Yeah, welcome back to my channel. Y'all read that? Y'all read that title right?
Princess Jay, Poppy.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome back to my channel. You guys read that title right. Today, honestly, I just want to focus on opening up a little bit because y'all are nosy, okay? Y'all are nosy as heck, but I don't blame y'all because it's okay. Well, it's actually not okay. I'm not gonna lie. It's not okay. Y'all need to do better. But I'm not judging y'all or blaming y'all for wanting to know the inside scoop of my life because it is, in fact, a movie, y'all. My life is definitely a movie, so I'm not blaming y'all for wanting me to get out of sand. So instead of hindering myself or hiding myself, I figured why not showcase who I really am and where I really come from to the world because I just feel like it's already on the internet, so I might as well be the one actually telling my own story because, yeah, we have a couple of tweaks that we gotta make and then everything will be good. Plus, many of you guys probably can relate to some of the obstacles that I'm about to discuss in this video that I've faced in the past. So this is just a PSA for y'all to remember that if I can do it, so can you. So yeah, without further ado, we gonna get straight into the video. But I know y'all noticed the ball cap, so y'all know we gonna be working with Yolissa Hair. Am I saying it right, or Yolissa? Yolissa Hair today, y'all. Today when I'm giving y'all this story time, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to be installing this unit from Yolissa Hair. This is actually a 26-inch unit, but it's giving 30. And it's a water wave unit. But it's pre-plugged and everything, so we don't have to do too much work to it. That's always a plus. I love when the wig comes done already. So yeah, huge shout out to Yolissa Hair for sending me this unit and all the stuff that did come in the package. If you guys are interested in this unit, because you guys always ask me questions about where I get my hair from and stuff, make sure y'all check out the description box below because all that information will be down there waiting for y'all. So yeah, we finna get to the slayage process of it all while I talk to you guys right quickity quick. I don't know how quick it's gonna be, but hopefully I don't drag it because I got stuff to do today. Let me get my water. Okay, so boom. Y'all know it's a little hard for me to multitask sometimes because I will sit here and ramble and not do the wig, and I want to avoid that. I want to be able to balance them both because we're going to be talking about literally the story of my life, and these topics can get a little sensitive, so like, Lord, I pray that you allow me to focus. So before I get to the story time, y'all, I'm just going to address a couple of things because for starters, let's just address this entire like DJ Smalls, whatever, this entire interview that I did probably a month ago. First of all, y'all, that is literally his job to I'm not doing that. Y'all, if y'all hear my dog barking in the back, he's on the balcony, so like, just ignore that.
So if you're new here, just to save you guys the confusion, a couple of months ago, I got invited on DJ Small Eyes to do an interview, which was actually my third time being invited to do an interview on there. So if y'all get some extra time, make sure y'all check out those interviews before because they're definitely a lot more positive than the latest one that I did. But the original title of the video did cause a little bit of controversy, which I'm actually about to get into. But for the new people here, I was interviewed and asked a set of questions, y'all, and the interviewer decided to come up with his own title that I did not approve. So as soon as I got word that that was the title that he put, I texted him immediately and had him change it because that was not the sole purpose of that certain clip that got put out. So yeah, we finna touch on that a little bit.
But yeah, so y'all, that is literally his job to stir up the pot a little bit. So I'm not gonna lie, I do not blame him for selecting the title that he did. However, y'all, I would say that on my behalf, deep down, sincerely, I wasn't necessarily talking about one individual for one. Neither did I expect for him to shed light on somebody that I personally don't even know anymore, y'all. Like, I'm not gonna lie, because to me, there's a fair difference between knowing someone like currently and like remembering an old version of somebody that you knew way back when. So like, I just didn't expect that at all.
And I want you guys to keep that point in mind while you all are viewing this video, because yes, I'm going to be discussing a lot of different individuals that actually impacted my life in not so much a positive way. So I just want us all to remember that this stuff is kind of old, but at the same time, it has been recently brought up. But despite that, I will remain me and not let this evil, crazy world change me and make me this nasty person just because of, you know, what I've been through. So this is just a PSA for us not to go down in the comments below and judge anybody or bash anybody. I would just hope and pray, even though the recent receipts don't really show any improvement, like I said, I am not going to hold anything over anybody's head that's involved in this video, because this happened years ago. And regardless of these situations, I don't really know any of these people anymore, respectfully, and they don't know me. So like, yeah, I'm just gonna share my story and my truth.
And I was literally just speaking from my own personal experience of what I've actually been through in my lifetime as far as friendships and stuff like that. So yeah, if we're being honest, I shouldn't have even answered the question like that, because I know how things can get flipped and switched and all that. So like, I should have just never answered the question. I should have did that, because the way this is starting up, it's starting up. But let me land, because I didn't even take off yet. This is just the beginning. So yeah, like I was saying, that was on me for even being silly enough to take the bait and answer the question like that, if I'm being honest with y'all. So yeah, regardless of that, y'all, just to be transparent with you guys, I've made mistakes, and I know I'm going to keep making mistakes, and not just make mistakes, but I'm going to learn from them. It's called growing. Like, it's a part of life. My life is public at that, so I can admit to the minor things that I've done wrong in my past, but I'm not going to talk or dwell about it after this video, y'all. So I would appreciate if y'all would respect my wishes as well on that, because after I share my story, that's my story and that's it. So I will admit and own up to anything that I've done wrong. The other person can choose to or not choose to admit. If they think they didn't do anything wrong, like, that's fine too. Who cares? Like, it doesn't matter. The reality is, y'all, Princess Jay is coming. Like, I am here. I have arrived. It's a new day, and I will not allow any more false narratives to be made, assassinating my character, anything like that. I'm going to continue to grow, continue to thrive, and be better every single day, and just get to where God has ordained for me to be, and that's just that. So with all that being said, y'all, let's get into the story of my life, because this is nothing new. Like, this is just the story of my life. Honestly, let's just take it back. Let's rewind. We're gonna have to rewind like 2.5 years ago, because the girlies love to bring up the past, but I'm finna speak on it for once and for all. We're gonna speak on it so y'all can know from my mouth the truth and how things are from my perspective, okay? So 2 years ago, if you guys do not know, silly old Jay, you know, 18-year-old Jay, freshly just turned 18, y'all. I decided to do a stupid thing, and that was broadcast me and my father getting into it on the internet, y'all. I don't know, most of you guys probably have seen the video. If you haven't, that's good, because that means you're not on the internet like that. You're probably healed. You're doing great, and I love that for you, okay? But somebody screen recorded that day of me going live, and ever since that day, I feel like my life, what do I want to say? Because it's nothing bad. Like, it's nothing bad at all. I'm very grateful for the journey and the process that God has been taking me through. But I would definitely say ever since that day, my life kind of took a shift or a turn, if that makes sense. Because, and I'm going to break it down for you guys, because a lot of stuff has been said on the internet. So while I'm telling my story, I'm going to clear up the false allegations that have been made. So yeah, I decided to go live. Should have never done this. Take it from me. Do not go live and go to the internet when you and your parents are like, you know, when you're upset at your parents, or y'all are getting into it or anything like that.
Mind y'all, I am not gonna lie, I was definitely triggered, because in the midst of me and my dad going back and forth, he literally said, put this on YouTube, and I was like, you want? So I literally, and it's not funny, I'm glad that I can look back and laugh at it now, and me and my dad are good, but at the time, I definitely reacted off of impulse, and that triggered me to go live. But take it from me, do not do that, do not go live.
Because number one, you shouldn't even be talking back to your parents. Like, I had to learn that the hard way, but I learned it. So yeah, that was a lesson that I had to learn, I'm not gonna lie, but I did go live. I'm gonna pop it on the screen just because, you know, editor, period. But yeah, so I decided to go live, and ever since that day, guys, I just feel like my life was like all over the place, because I don't feel like I was in control of my life, if that makes sense. Now let me break it down. So I went live. You guys seen all of that. Y'all saw everything. Part of me wishes I never went live, because whew, boy, did I have the whole neighborhood talking. And they still won't stop talking. But I mean, it's on me, honestly. I put that on myself, so I can't really be too mad at it. But I am a little bit disappointed in myself for even broadcasting my family business on the internet, because ever since that day, the girls, the guys, the clowns, the rise, everyone has been in the family business, and it's just like, hate that for me. But yeah, I went live. My dad was not having it. I have a Nigerian father, as he should. He was not having it. He said, you gotta go, baby. Like, you going live about me and the family? You got to go. So I literally got kicked out of my parents' house, and my dad was not going because I did disrespect him. So I was like, okay, where am I gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Where am I gonna go? I had a boyfriend at the time, right? And I was like, can I stay with you? Like, can I stay with you? And mind you, 18-year-old Jay, like, the current me is just like, oh my gosh, I would never. I can't even believe I put myself through some stuff. But his parents was not going. They was like, you're not gonna stay with us. Like, So one of my closest friends at the time decided to let me stay with her, and I appreciated that. And she was the person that was there for me during that time. However, ding, 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 ding. That's what I thought. When I look back at the grand scheme of things, I noticed that one gesture was only done so that individual can benefit off of that. Because the entire summer while I was there living with that person, literally, y'all, I wasn't really posting on YouTube like that. I don't know if you guys remember, it was like a gray area right before I went to college. I wasn't really posting on YouTube like that, I'm not gonna lie. So that gray area, I was really trying to focus on my mental health because I was going through a lot outside of YouTube. So the entire time that I was there, this person could not keep the camera out of my face. It was like I was sucked into a whole different like world that I was not supposed to be into, if that makes sense. I was around a lot of stuff that I was not around before this incident. I was put in a lot of dangerous predicaments, shootouts. I'm talking party every single day. Like,
I got my bitch lit. Fuck, this bitch is lit. Yeah.
that's not my type of lifestyle, but at the time, that's all I was dealing with. I was trying to focus on my mental health, but part of me was also using that space and that time as an escape, kind of to forget everything that I was going through, if that makes sense.
And guys, Princess here. I just want to say, do not do that. Like, on the most serious note ever, before this, I never drank, I never smoked, I never did nothing like that. So the fact that that was my first time ever being under the influence was that summer that I got kicked out is just like crazy. And to clear up all the rumors, I don't smoke or drink now. So it's like, that's just definitely not my type of lifestyle. But do not use substances as an escape, y'all. Like, for real.
But like, yeah, my closest friend at the time who I was living with could not keep the camera out of my face, even though I was like, literally I looked depressed. If you go back to find those videos,
It's when, I don't even know if can I even talk about it on video? What is it? Whisper it. Now, we're not talking about that on video, but we are going to stop this and then ask Jay and watch who's...
I look so out of it. Did not like, I went off to college. Oh wait, before I went off to college, another thing I want to address. So like I said, you guys remember the ex that I was telling you about, my high school ex. Around this time, there was a lot of he say, she says going on. So I just got kicked out of the house. My boyfriend at the time said I couldn't stay with him, which is okay. No one's obligated to me stay with them or nothing like that. But as soon as I found out I was getting kicked out of the house and I was like, you know, living with my friend, my ex at the time came out of nowhere and he was just accusing me of being a cheater. This happened so long ago too, so I'm trying to like literally take myself back. But I'm here to tell y'all today that I never cheated on anybody, period. Not my ex, not my ex before this ex. So much stuff happened in this old freaking high school relationship that it's like, for people to be coming out now trying to say that I treated somebody bad, I cheated on someone, like I did anything, it's just like, because I know what I did in that relationship. I know how much money I've given this in cash just for being in my videos. Like, I know what I did. And it never gave cheater, liar, backstabber. Like, it never gave that. So I just want to clear that up because it's getting old. It's getting very old. No one cheated on no one. They literally made that up about me and told him and he ate it up. So that in itself was a lesson to me, because if somebody can believe something so low before even coming to you and asking you out of your mouth, and they believe in it and they running with it, it's just like, that's all it is in itself. Like, it just shows me how you view me, right? So boom, at the time I was like, dang, I'm not living with my parents right now, I'm finna go out to college, like I don't know what's finna happen. That's where that happened. And the person that I was living with knows exactly what I was dealing with at the time. That's why it's definitely a slap in the face that they kind of twisted the story, because they know the truth. And that's part of the story story of my life. A lot of people that I have came in contact with, a lot of their intentions were never really pure for me. But like, yeah, that's what was happening at that time. This person that I was living with literally brought me around people that I was not supposed to be around at all. I did a story time on my channel about
how I had to take this girl to court.
They snuck me and they gave me a concussion, did all of that. So let me just tell y'all how that went. I was like, I swear if she touches me, and then she said, bop! She runs up behind me and just bop, bop, bop. She snuck me. I got snuck. She caught me lacking. She punches me in the back of my head and just started beating me up, y'all. When I tell you, I did not hit that girl back not once. Like, I did not touch her. I didn't even try to pull her off me. I just balled myself up into a ball and was just trying to protect my head, because the way Miss Mamas was moving, she was stomping on me, y'all. When I tell you, like, her to court is because to get a restraining order on this girl, because it was like years and years of this girl just had something against me. I didn't really know what it was because we were friends at the time, so I was a bit confused. And this is not me playing the victim, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I hate when people say, why is she playing the victim? When I was literally around people that, again, had no good intentions for me that entire summer. I'm literally around them, incoherent, not in my right state of mind, just around monitoring spirits. Like, and I see that now, and I'm just so grateful God covered me, because y'all, like I said, the girl that I did a story time about, all those mean girls, like, I was around them because my closest friend at the time did not see that these are, like, maybe they did see it, I don't know, but like, I was not supposed to be around that.
All in all, y'all, I say all that to say, if you've never lived with someone, the entire dynamic of living with a close friend probably just isn't the best idea, because 9 times out of 10, y'all might not make it out, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Because for me, I literally was sucked into a whole different world that I really didn't have any control over, where we was going, what we were doing, because it wasn't my car, it wasn't my, like, you know, all of that. So just the entire dynamic of living with someone is just constantly being on their time and constantly doing what they want to do. So I wasn't really in control of, you know, who I was around at the time and stuff like that. And it was just an awkward thing for me to experience, being around people that I literally have restraining orders against. Now, yes, these restraining orders definitely expire by then, but it's just like the principle. Like, you really snuck me a couple years ago, and my closest friend has me around you. Like, this is like normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely am a strong believer in forgiving people, but just, you know, I don't know, I just feel like I was definitely put in a dangerous predicament. Y'all let me know what y'all think, because would y'all have one of y'all friends around somebody that they got into a fight with, or somebody, not even a fight, was somebody that snuck them, or was somebody that they took to court, anything like that? Because I really want to know. This person would constantly emphasize to me how what me and the mean girls had going on was like so old, and like it's not that serious. I shouldn't care that she's cool with them now because the beef and stuff is old. But it's like, I don't know, this girl kind of like snuck me, and like they all laughed and thought it was so funny. Like, I don't know. For me, I'm just loyalty over anything. But like every time the person I took to court and stuff would get drunk, she would get angry drunk and try to fight everyone. and like, it was just weird, y'all. Like, I don't know. Just let me know what y'all think, because I know a lot of people do not play that. Like, if your best friend is not cool with someone, you're not going to be cool with them. So, I don't know. I just feel like that in itself was just another lesson for me, to just always speak up for one, and never put yourself into dangerous predicaments, regardless if you low-key might not be in control of it. You got to be able to separate yourself from certain people, because that entire summer could have went completely left with me just being around the wrong people, if I'm being honest.
But I was not supposed to be around that. Like, they was really getting drunk every day, getting lit every day. And I was indulging in it too. So I'm not even gonna sit here and act like, no, I was. And I was not supposed to be around those group of people at all, because I'm so much better than that. But yeah, that entire summer was just low-key a blur. But I remember very loud and clear how I felt, how the camera was always in my face, how I would go to the bathroom, wipe my eyes out, trying to get in contact with my parents. They not answering me. Like, you know, I was going through a lot at that time, and I wish I was surrounded by better people, because yeah, like, that person let me stay with them and stuff, but it was not a healthy environment at all. The overall vibe and what was taking place was not okay. That's all I would say. So after that, I went to college. I want to address another thing. Somebody said that I begged someone to go off to college with me. Like, I don't know where that came from, but like, that never happened. I never wanted anyone to come to college with me. I actually was grateful and so happy to get away from Maryland in itself. Like, I wanted to go. Like, I was so excited to start that new life in Atlanta for me, and I didn't even know what was to come. But yeah, so I'm finna spray this on it and let it dry, because I learned that you're not supposed to lay the lace band immediately. Okay, I learned that. Shout out to Yolissa Hair, because this is like eating it up and I didn't even do anything. Fast forward, y'all. Went off to Spelman College. I had an open mind. I was eager. I was excited. It's a lot. I don't even want to. But this is the story of my life. So yeah, I moved into college. I was super excited. I was ready, y'all. I was literally ready. Everything was smooth sailing for the first couple months. Everything was good. One night, I did a story time on my channel. Y'all already know. Y'all just a little bit. One night, my roommate at the time, she opened the door and like girls came in trying to fight me. I don't know what they was trying to do, honestly, but they came to me and they started a problem with me when I was asleep at 1 a.m. in the morning. Watch that story time if y'all want to know the details. I'm not gonna retell the story time. It's still up on my channel. I dealt with the consequences of that, and yeah, all of that happened, and that's when my view of friendships kind of like altered, because I've been dealing with women just not liking me, y'all. Like, I'm serious. This is literally the story of my life. Since I moved to Maryland, I have dealt with, I walk in the room, they just don't like me. Like, they do not like Princess Jay. They will come around me and despise me, and I not even know it. I know it now, but I ended up getting suspended for posting that story time. Suspended, not expelled. Suspended means I had a semester off and I was able to come back.
Right before
I had that semester off, my closest friend to me at the time that I was telling you guys about, she was in my ear and she was saying, girl, I'm finna come to Atlanta. Like, we finna do it big. We don't need school. We could drop out of school. We don't need none of that. And I was like, oh yeah, that actually sounds pretty good. I'm off of school right now, so I'm not tripping. No, that's not cute. Kids, please stay in school. If you can afford it, if this is what you want to do, stay in school so it's better for your education. Don't just drop out and not have a plan. Like, you can chase your dreams while you're still in college. I don't know why everyone thinks that you have to pick one or the other. You can do both. If you're blessed enough to afford both, you can do both. Do not drop out of college or do anything like that. I would never recommend that. But at the time, person was in my ear trying to influence me to like let Spelman go. Like, just let it go. Like, it doesn't matter. Like this is the #1 HBCU. I ain't gonna lie. Low-key something, right? While that friend was in my ear, on the other hand, y'all, and I had Spelman calling me. Like, they like, listen, lady, we're trying not to suspend you right now, but you're not answering us. Like, you're not saying anything back to us, so we're not gonna have any other choice but to suspend you, right? And I didn't go to any of the meetings. I was being very disobedient. I was like, forget it. Like, I don't need none of this. That's not the right mindset to have, y'all. Do not be easily influenced or easily encouraged by the wrong person. So that led to me literally let them suspend me, because had I went to the meetings and pled my case, fight for my education, I probably would have never got suspended. But I was missing the meetings. People was telling me it's not that serious. You know, everything happens for a reason, so I wouldn't change anything, but I do low-key wish that I would have talked to God more or something, because like, girl, what are you doing? But silly old me, I was 18. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this lace, y'all. I know y'all tired of me being in the same spot. But yeah, so boom, it gets deeper. This gets deeper, y'all. So like I was saying, y'all remember how I told y'all my high school ex at the time literally was like, deuces, girl, like, bye. Let me give y'all the timeline. Let me break it down so y'all could stay with me. Got kicked out of my parents' house, moved in with my closest friend, but she couldn't stop putting me in the camera. After that, the person I was dating at the time, he believed everything, broke up with me and was like, girl, bye, you're a cheater. It's a lie, it's a lie, order in the court, it was a lie. Summer came, I was around the wrong people, influenced by the wrong people. Finally got a chance to let go of those people. I went off to college, went off to Spelman, woo, so fun. And then, boom, go to Spelman. Another frenzy horror story happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I do my story time, boom, get suspended. I had the wrong people in my ear. I wasn't fighting for my education. And this is not blaming anybody or nothing, but I just wish that at the time, I would have stood on business a little bit more. But I didn't. So now, y'all remember how I said what I said? Ex-boyfriend, boo, 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 boo. It was, I'm not sure if it was right before I was getting suspended or while I was suspended. Y'all, I'm not quite sure, because this was 2 years ago. But I know for sure I was fighting a case. And y'all want to know who I was fighting a case for? My closest friend at the time. If y'all know, y'all know.
So boom, y'all, this incident actually took a couple of months actually to resolve, because when it started, when I first got word that 2 individuals were trying to sue me, two, not 1, 2, I hadn't got suspended yet. But when the second case rolled around for the second person, I actually was not in school. So that can kind of give you guys the timeline of when and how long it took for this situation to die down.
There was a video posted years ago. I did not record this video. This was not my idea. I was just there because I was so busy trying, I don't know who that old Jalen was, but she was not it. Like, girl, backbone, stop being a fault. Like, what are you doing? But not too much. I was fighting a case at this time. It was 2 people trying to sue me. My ex-boyfriend, his brother's girlfriend, they wanted to sue me, little old me, for recording them without their permission when I never did that. Now let's rewind. I never made a video about them. My closest friend at the time did. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? They didn't go after her first. They went after me. Why? Why do y'all think they went after me? Cause I'm Princess Jay. No, seriously though, but that's why they went after me. I guess they thought I had the most. They were literally trying to sue me for $10,000 for something I did not do.
And also, y'all, let me just say that I really do not know why some people hold me to such a high standard, because it's like, if you know me, you know how down to earth I am. I'm not gonna say I don't care about my platform, because I love and appreciate you all so much, but I think that in this generation, a lot of people are clouded by the amount of followers that a certain person may have. And I'm just way too humble in real life for an individual to think that that's all I'm about or that's all I care about. And to just be like, you gotta really go heal, sister, brother, because that's not the truth.
You let your twin brother and his girlfriend try to sue me? Like, dang, and I was already off at college at the time, so I was really like, is this for real? Like, yes, this is for real. Mind you guys, I could have easily said, I know the girl who made the video. Like, I never not once said that. I paid for my lawyers $8,500 for my lawyers out of my own pocket. I'ma keep it pushing. So I got served first with these papers. It was 2 people trying to sue me. I done beat the case. Everything's good. It's cool. And this was all because my closest friend at the time wanted to record them without their permission. I never did that. That had nothing to do with me. No video ever got uploaded of them being on my... No. That never happened on my channel. It was all on that side. But me being a good friend, I was like, shoot, I'm not snitching. I'm gonna ride or die. I fought a case, a whole case. Months later, after I beat my first case, the close friend at the time wanted to come out the blue saying, dang it, Jay, they got me too. They're trying to come for me too. And I low-key was like, well, finally, because I didn't do this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not in a case for you, and I didn't even do this. So yeah, I beat the first case. I had another one coming up. She decides to come and tell me this news. We're fighting a whole case. That's just what's happening on the background of me getting suspended. Like I said, I'm not sure if it was right before or during, I'm not gonna lie, but it was somewhere around that time where we were going through this. We're just gonna take a pause in the story so that I can cut this lace and give y'all a little bit more background knowledge, because I should have honestly just listened to my high school coach. He told me as soon as this individual came, I changed. And I see it now that I definitely did. He told me that this person was a bad influence and I need to run as fast as I can. My high school coach told me this and I didn't listen. My parents told me, I did not listen. Boy, I should have listened, because I'm doing all of this. It was a lot going on. So yeah, I beat the second case, y'all, but the kicker is the twin brother never showed up. The case was dropped. My ex's twin brother's girlfriend though, oh no, she showed up in court dressed, slick ponytail, like she was ready to like take my money. Like, I don't know what she thought was gonna happen, but my God don't play about me. I don't know how many times I gotta say it, he don't. She walked into court and I literally, y'all, I had to fly to Maryland like for this. Like, I was already in Atlanta. I had to fly to Maryland for this. The girl actually showed up in court. I'm like, so many people get falsely accused and falsely prosecuted, and like there's nothing you can do about that. So I was just putting myself in that predicament, like, bro, this could really happen. Like, they could really go through it. But it was just an effed up situation because I did not deserve that at all. And I never did anything ill will to anybody involved in this situation, which allowed me to learn the lesson that everyone's not, like, everyone really don't mess with you and they will be money hungry. Like, but yeah, so that was happening. Fast forward, we both end up beating our cases because it was a BS case. Like, it was just like, regardless, you trying to sue someone for recording you when you saw the camera and it was in your face, it was a whole ring light. It just wasn't a very strong case. So they threw it out, both of us. They threw mine out. I had to. But like they threw both of our cases out. Everything was good. But like that also was something else in the back of my head during that friendship, because I was like, I just fought a case for you. Like, girl, I literally could have told my lawyers I know who did it, and it would have been handled. Like, I'm not gonna lie. But instead I invested all that money on a lawyer. I did all that for what? For someone to come on the internet years later and try to like, I don't know. And there's actually so much more that I could be saying, y'all, but I'm definitely sparing a lot of stuff because
yeah, so let me just add, because I realized I never said this in the video, right after, guys, this is just so crazy how God's timing works of all of this. So right after I beat the case with the ex-girlfriend or whatever,
All hell breaks loose, y'all. Like, oh, seriously.
literally just go back to watch the vlogs, y'all. I'm gonna put it on the screen. I flew out to Maryland. I made a video of me flying back to Atlanta. I literally had to buy a $300 ticket because my closest friend at the time decided that this was the perfect moment to like ditch me. I don't know what the thought process was, guys, but genuinely, y'all, this happened right after I beat the case. That friend was moving weird at the time. Like I said, I'm not really gonna go too much into it, but I definitely will say I received a long message out of nowhere like 2 days after I beat my case, and I was confused, but not really, because I knew it was finna happen, because while we were hanging out after, you know, I beat my case and everything was good, I was excited. I literally got busted out so many times. We were at a party, little kickback type vibe, and the person that she was dealing with at the time literally decided that this was the perfect opportunity to like expose Princess Jay. Like, I don't really know. He waited for the music to cut down and he literally said, so like, aren't you suspended from Spelman? And I was like, huh? I don't know you, dude. Like, what's going on? But I was like, okay, whatever. That's the first thing. The second thing that bothered me was the fact that someone else came to me and was like, so did you like beat your case with such and such? And I was just like, huh? Like, how do these people that I've never met before, this was my first time ever meeting these people in person, y'all, how was that my first time meeting them and they were coming to me saying something to me about me? You know what I'm saying? It's like, is somebody telling my business or something? So that's when I addressed that with that friend. She did not take that very well. She got very defensive. That's when I feel like everything switched. And y'all, after that, I kid you not, like I said earlier in the video, she had this plan to drop out of school and move to Atlanta. I was gonna support it, but I was also kind of a little scared because I remembered I had flashbacks from when I lived with her that summer that, oh, is the camera gonna be in my face all the time? Am I gonna worry about, you know, not feeling safe or comfortable in my own home? So I had to think about stuff like that. So that's when I decided to reach out to her, and I really wanted to know, how long did the girl plan on staying with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like that's a reasonable question to ask. And if anybody says it's not, and if anybody says you cannot ask someone that is trying to live with you, how long do they plan on living with you, and they cannot answer that question, they get defensive and want to cut you off, baby, I think you've been wanting to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that literally happened right after I beat the case, y'all. And I was literally like, huh? Like, I had to literally buy a one-way ticket to fly back when the whole plan was to drive back with this friend back to Atlanta. But no, y'all. Right after that is when she went on her entire rant about me, kept going live about me, kept making videos about me. I never said nothing at all. Now, I did go live one time out of anger, but I did not too much speak on the situation like that or explain my side or even tell anybody's business the way this individual did to me. So like, yeah, y'all, all of that was crazy, and that literally happened right after that. So
I don't really need to say too much. I just want my supporters to know the story of my life so y'all can know what I be dealing with. So yeah, that was that. Beat the case. Everything was good. We was straight. We was, yeah. So boom, 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 boom. Story of my life. After dealing with that, I had to deal with the internet telling me that I was lying about like the whole altercation that did happen that night at Spelman. So boom, I got into a relationship. I'm not gonna talk too much on that because they aren't here with us today. So like, it's very touchy topic. But what I will say is that in itself was an entire roller coaster for me, y'all, because y'all know everything that happened. Got kicked out of the house, moved in with my closest friend, boyfriend broke up with me, went off to, oh, don't let me forget, I was around people. It was the worst summer of my life. Went off to college, got suspended from the college. They tried to sue me. We beat the case though, because God is so good. And now we're here. So I got into this relationship. I did make the mistake of broadcasting that relationship a little bit too early because I was just head over heels, y'all. I wouldn't lie. I was so happy to meet someone that was like me, y'all. Like, energetic, happy, like, you know? So yeah, I was just super excited, and I just wanted to show my supporters who I was dealing with at the time. I really wish I didn't broadcast that relationship so soon. Everything was cool. Everything everything was great. Then I started seeing things. I don't want to get too much into that topic, but a lot of stuff was going on in that relationship as well. Fast forward, unfortunately, my ex did pass away. Not gonna talk too much about that either. I'm trying to keep it happy, so I'm gonna smile because I don't want this to get depressing as heck. So yeah, so that happened, and once that happened, it was broadcasted on the internet again. It literally got posted on Messy Maj. During this time, I was so hurt by a lot of stuff. It just seemed like stuff was happening, but I realized that God was just removing people. He was just removing people from my life for my own good. And immediately after my ex passed, the treatment was bad, and this is like the honest to God truth. And at the time of his passing, y'all, me and him were not together. But once I found out, once I got word and news of his passing, a lot of people were sending me nasty messages. I was getting phone calls where people was telling me what did I do and what role did I play, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, I can't believe y'all are asking me this instead of checking up on me. Like, this was before we broke up. Like, I was the closest person to that man. Like, the closest. I knew him in and throughout. So I just was like shocked. But nonetheless, I was going to try my best to make it to the funeral. I had my alarm set and everything. But I literally had my alarm set and everything, y'all. But it literally did not ring, or I didn't hear it. I don't know what happened that morning, but I ended up not being able to attend the funeral. And I didn't think that was gonna cause so much havoc, because for me it was low-key a blessing in disguise, because I was low-key like, okay, well, maybe I don't need to see that right now, or maybe I just don't need to be in that environment right now, you know what I'm saying? But the family and other people on the outside, people that thought they were close to him, people that considered themselves his friends, yet they couldn't even drop him off back at home. The friends started texting me saying all of this, y'all. They were literally texting me, and they was under the Messy Maj post saying that the family, I'm glad she didn't show up because we were planning to jump her anyway. We never liked her. Mind you, I never met these people in my life. Like, never met them. And I was like, dang, like, why is everyone's response, we hate Jalen and Jalen did this and it was her, instead of let's check on her actually, because this used to be her boyfriend and like they were really close, and like I hope she's okay. Like, you know, that wasn't the response I got. So it was just like, whoa, like why am I getting all this energy? And that's when I realized, not that's when I realized, but like notice that I'm just different from this world, and that's okay. They hated Jesus first, so it's just like, but yeah, so that's what I was dealing with at the time. I didn't go to the funeral and stuff. I got a lot of backlash for that, but I still remained to myself. I was by myself during this time. Then, y'all, literally, that's when my best friend came around that you guys know today, the rapper, whoever, like whatever. That's when he came in. He didn't come into my life, but that's when he came in and he was there for me. Only person that was really there for me at that time. I did have a couple of my friends that were there for me. I wouldn't lie to you guys. They were there for me during that time. So yeah, my best friend came after that. He was literally just doing anything that he can to like put a smile on my face and make me happy. This tattoo that I have was a part of my healing process. And my best friend, we both went to go get tattoos. Not matching tattoos, it never did that. But we both went to go get tattoos and he paid for it and everything. And it's a scripture on there. But this was part of my healing journey during that time, y'all. That's really all I had at the time. Of course, my family and stuff. But period. Would y'all believe me if I told y'all I haven't ate all day? Like, it is literally, let me tell y'all the time. But it's 5:43 and I literally haven't ate. But I'm gonna lay these edges right quickity quick. The story's gonna be over, y'all, for real. But yeah, so that's when I met my best, well, not met him, but like he came back into my life and he was there for me. Literally for months, he was just there for me. I would cry on his shoulder about passing to my ex. Like, it was just a lot of stuff that I was going through that you guys don't know about, but I still put a smile on my face and tried to record videos as much as I can. So that's probably where the change came from. I'm not gonna lie, it was low-key rough, but like I was grateful enough to have somebody that was there for me. And no, I did not cheat on my ex that passed away with my best friend. Like where are the rumors coming from? Like, y'all gotta chill, because at the end of the day, this is really my life. Like, y'all can't just say stuff like, you know, like, because this is my life, my image, and you can't just say stuff like that. So yeah, like, I love when wigs come like this, y'all. Like, yo, listen, y'all ate that up. But for real though, the whole whole cheating stuff is literally so old. I can't believe you guys didn't catch on to it yet, because it's like I did a whole story time on my channel on where that rumor came from. Like, if y'all want to watch, y'all can go watch it. No, I'm sorry, I'm almost done. So yeah, y'all, I think we're all caught up to like the story of my life.
Your girl actually forgot to mention that I was able to go back to Spelman, so that was the good outlook of that entire situation. But I can't believe I forgot to say that.
Basically, the story of my life is dealing with constant attempts to destroy and diminish my character. The story of my life is the devil's attempt to crush my spirit. The story of my life is the devil's attempt to send certain people in my life to assassinate. The story of my life is me being foolish enough at the time to allow it to happen. The story of my life is me being young and naive enough to think that everybody has my best interest. That's not the truth of the matter. The story of my life is me flourishing and growing into this woman that I am today, to this woman that's able to enunciate, talk, tell you exactly what I want, how I want it, how I don't want it, how I like it. And that's probably why I'm the most hated right now. I'm not finna sit and accept everything of this world. I'm not finna sit here and be a yes man. I'm not finna sit here and let anyone keep trying to tarnish my name. That's the story of my life. I hope I said that right, but that's truly the story of my life, y'all. The devil trying so hard, and it's just like, stop it. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I am healed, covered, and protected. I'm serious. Like, y'all probably laughed, but I'm dead serious. Like, I'm so serious. But yeah, like, that's the story of my life, and I'm pretty much used to it by now, to the point where I'm actually able to notice it and see it. So yeah, it's up to you to believe the story of my life or not. I know the story of my life. God knows the story of my life. My supporters know the story of my life, because I just told y'all the story of my life. So if you literally sat here and watched this entire video, because I know it's going to be long, and you still have something negative to say to or about me, I pray for you, and I pray that you heal truly, because that has to be some type of spirit over your mind and your heart that's allowing you to hate me, that's allowing you to dislike me. You don't even know why you don't like me. You just don't. And I pray that God allows you to get over that and heal you. Find something or someone to fill that hole in your heart. Okay, amen, hallelujah. That's how I feel, and this is not a flaunt. This is not a fake. Nobody has to fake it, and never gave that. I have been the realest, rawest, authentic YouTuber that I know. And maybe that's why I do get a little bit too hurt, because I think I get my feelings too involved with this. I probably need to learn how to disassociate it a little bit. I'm learning how to do it, but like, I just can't be fake. So like, that's why like I just move the way I move. This is very real for me. But yeah, so I hope I said everything that I have to say, because I like really dislike when I forget stuff sometimes, because it's like, girl, you didn't even say you didn't even say what you were supposed to say. But I think I said everything that I said. As far as that entire past friendship, like I said in the beginning, y'all, I can own up to doing some crazy stuff. I'm sorry for tweaking out with you in a voice message. I probably shouldn't have done all that. But I ain't gonna lie, I definitely know 10,000% everything that I've done in any relationship or any friendship has been nothing but my genuine, real self. And I don't know why, if you're watching this, girl, like, I really don't know why you did that, or you're doing what you're doing, because we honestly could have been so much better together than whatever this is.
Maybe it's because I like look better. I don't know. Also, I feel like, why haven't you got your teeth fixed yet? Like, why your teeth still look like that? Also, girl, you look like you eat branches. You look like you go outside, take a tree branch, and eat that bitch. You look like you need to rub yourself with some oils, because you look ashy, actually. Your face look ashy and shit. And you look long as shit.
Okay. I don't know what this turned into. I don't know what it is, but like I said in my DJ Smalls interview, I wish you the best. I wish everyone the best. If anyone decides to react to this video in a negative way, you might want to stop, for real though, because like,
you will be served.
I just wanted to address a couple things, tell y'all the story of my life. So I'm gonna do my sideburns, and then we're gonna be done with this wig. That was easy, Yolissa. Y'all did that. But like, yeah, did I say everything repeating or am I repeating myself? Because I do that a lot and I know y'all hate it, but like, I'm sorry. I just want to get back to my positive content that I tried to put out, but I couldn't because you guys won't move forward. And it's like, I just have to say something at this point. And I'm just happy that, you know, after this video, you guys will see me for who I really am, truly, because, you know, this is only the beginning. I really only told y'all half of it because there's so much more to my story. I haven't even touched the cherry of the top. Like I said at the start of this video, you guys that are going through some things internally, if I can do it, you can. If I can go through all of that, so can you. And that was literally only ages 18 to 20. Imagine 1 to 20. Like, my life is so much more than that. But I just wanted to break that down for you guys. Princess Jay is back. I'm back. Back. And I'm not going for it no more. I ain't gonna lie. Nope. But this is the story of my life, y'all. Low key, this eats. Hold on. Should I do a side part though? Or should I do like a free part type? Oh yeah, this is cute. I don't even have to do nothing else to this wig, y'all. This is bomb. So period, y'all. That is it for today's video. Look at that glow. Like, oh. One more thing I would like to address because you played on my top, low key. I heard that I only had like less than 10,000 subscribers or like 10K, something like that when I met this old friend of mine. I was definitely up a cute 300K. So please put some respect in my name and give me my credit, because I know for a fact I gave you what you got. And that's all I'm gonna say. And I mean it in the most respectful way possible. I gave you what you got and you bent the hand that fed you. Let's not forget, I'm the one that's up here. Let's not forget. It will always be me. I might have to change Princess to Queen Jay because y'all gonna have to stop playing with me, for real though, like, for real. But yeah, y'all, that's it for today's video. I hope I didn't ramble like too much. I hope I touched on every topic because that's the story of my life. That basically sums up everything that I went through for the past couple 2.5 years since I left to college, because a lot of people like to say, ever since you went to college, you're just so different. Well, that's why, y'all. That's the story of my life. That's what has been taking place behind the scenes. And like I said again, I didn't say so much. I could have said more, but God allowed me to say what I have to say for a reason. So yeah, y'all, I love you all so much. Huge shout out to Yolissa Hair for sending me this unit because I love it so much. This is a close-up. I'm gonna do a cute close-up for y'all. Period. Yeah, I love y'all so much. So much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys are ready to come on this journey with me, keep coming, keep watching, because this is only the beginning. I have yet to mark my territory on this earth, and I just all in all cannot wait for the future, and I cannot wait for this whole chapter of my life to just be left in the past, because what's next? Y'all not even ready for it. I'm not even ready for it. So yeah, are y'all ready to come on this journey with me? If you are, let's go, and let's go conquer this world, because it's way too much negativity being put out there for us to keep dwelling in it and for us to keep feeding it. I'm ready for something new and something bigger and something better, y'all. So yeah, always remember that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And yeah, that's just on that. Toodles! And we out. Because I heard a little birdie came and told me that you got me messed up. And I'm not gonna keep playing with it. Say no, alright, bye y'all, for real.